Hello everyone. Wait for a few people to get on. Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA. Back at, well, I'm not going to say it's a mystery, like Bigfoot. Okay, fine, I'll say it. Hanson Dam. Because I've been here a bunch of times before and haven't been here in a little while. But I thought it'd be nice to get back since I got the night out. Did a bunch of writing and still getting better with my dissociative disorder. Waiting on a call back about the job I applied for. That they said they'd be calling people for interviews. So keep waiting. Really need it. Once I get that paycheck, man, I'll be so much better off. And just really plan on pushing the writing. It's a little scary to me, the idea of not being able to write full-time as I've been doing, but I've already had this opportunity to do it, and now I need to write part-time and work full-time. Man, I've been writing so much, and it's still never enough time. I want to make time to watch movies, too. There's a bunch of free movies on YouTube that I've found that are, like, legally available. By the way, Bill and Ted's first two movies have just been released on YouTube. Free. Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. And Bogus Journey is legitimately thrilling, like all the stuff through hell. I totally love seeing those characters have to, navigate all those problems. Click like, everyone, helps the video out. The sun is to my back, it's kind of too warm, but I'm a little worn out, just personally. Been exercising hard. I was wondering, why couldn't I do pull-ups today? My arms were just giving it, like I could not do it. And I realized, oh yeah, for the first time in months, basically since I've been to the gym, I did serious shoulder raises, just with body weight. No weights in my hands, just shoulder raises like this. And you do that enough, it'll work your shoulders and make them sore. So I want to keep doing that more often. Hello, Ronnie Fernandez. ¿Cómo se va el escribiendo? He's asking, how's the writing going? It's going well. I was actually really worried that this story I'm writing now is going to be a disaster, and it may still be, I don't know. But I was thinking really it's a disaster because I don't even know how to break the story, meaning just get the outline going, figure out the beats to the story, and get a treatment. And I managed to figure out a bunch of that today. Now, whether it'll stay like that, I don't know, because another movie I've been writing started many different ways before, and it was many different short films, different versions of the story I was trying to figure out before I realized I need to make it a feature-length screenplay, and I ended up writing it, and the vast majority of the work was like months and months of like, outlining different ideas, false starts, different short film scripts. I had several very different versions of the short film script, and it ended up being like 38 pages. And I showed it to someone who said, it's at 38 pages, it's long for a short film. It really either should be shortened or it should be a feature. And I was like, he's right. It should be a feature. If I'm going to write this, I should take all the risk of making it a feature. So it's going pretty well. Mi escribiendo. How do you say it? Yendo. Está yendo bien. It's going well. Click like, everyone. Helps the channel out. I saw like a falcon just soaring, but really low around here. Normally I'm not here in evenings. When I've been here before, it was in the mornings. But another thing, my Spanish, still working on it. Oh, I feel so stupid. I've been working on it for like 12 years studying Spanish. I should be fluent in 3 other languages by now. I was thinking too today, Japanese, I love the writing of it, the characters and stuff. It's so beautiful looking. I would love to learn it. I love the art. I was just literally looking at these weird Japanese like products. Like the weird part was this robot that you attach to your head that feeds you like this candy into your mouth, and it's like virtual reality because you look in the visors, and it's like this actress playing a schoolgirl. That's what I'm saying. It was weird. I didn't go looking for this. It was just on Reddit, and but anyways, but I went to the candy product that it was putting in people's mouths because I'm wondering like, what is that? It looks like gum, but it's kind of big for gum. Turns out it's called Pochukin, I think, and it's like people say it's a good candy. It's like a chewy candy wrapped in whatever flavors, you know, melon, lemon, and I just went on their Twitter page and was looking through their tweets. I'm like, man, this is a beautiful looking language. I would love to learn it. I don't know, maybe someday I'll make the effort to learn some of it. Oh, download Tubi? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. But anyways, YouTube is good. They're getting a lot of movies. Before, you could only find like, you know, kind of bargain basement stuff. But recently, somehow I found a section that has a lot more good movies. So I bookmarked that, and I'll go back to it because I really should be watching them. I shouldn't just be reading screenplays. If I'm writing 10 hours a day, I can afford to cut back on that, I guess, even though, like I said, there's never enough time, no matter how much time I spend on it. How the hell did we go from 5 people to 1? Oh, well. No one's interested in screenwriting. That's fine. I'll have an audience of 1. Yeah, that'd be interesting to learn Japanese. Obviously, my follow-through with Spanish is bad enough, and my pronunciation finally is getting... I mean, it's been decent for the last 2 or 3 years, but it's easy for me to get tripped up, especially if I'm trying to think of something to say quickly, and I can't think of the word, like, right away. So that's where, you know, practice comes in. You can't just read it and to yourself. You got to really practice it. Hay que practicarlo. Practicarlo. And when I'm practicing, holy shit, all these little, like, fruit flies are all around me. God damn, there's like 50 of them. Ah, motherfucker. Yeah, I've had a bad enough time with that, but I wonder if the Spanish, the pronunciation would help with Japanese, because from what Japanese sounds like, there's kind of those harder pronunciations of consonants, not consonants necessarily, vowels that you sort of have in Spanish, so I don't know if it would help at all. No, I was at Sunspace, but I had to go out. Actually, I could have hung out if I wanted, but I don't want to be around too many people just because of fear of the Trump virus. So they're having their unusual Tuesday show tonight, and you know, people were going to start showing up. So I was there. I was writing, and eventually left. Left a little while ago, and still waiting to hear on this job. It should be any day now. It's only been 2 days, but Spanish-speaking people, that's what I thought. They have an easier time learning Japanese. Yeah, because I don't know what really languages sound like English, meaning the pronunciation is easy enough. What, like maybe German? I don't know. Even then, I would think the accent is difficult, even if the pronunciation maybe isn't necessarily so difficult, because they're both kind of, you know, come from Latin and Greek. I remember once it was funny, at this bank I worked at, there was a, and that was when I was just still first learning Spanish to help the Spanish-speaking customers. Because, you know, it wasn't good when there's like a line of them waiting for my one coworker who spoke Spanish. And it's like, well, I want to be able to learn it, help them too. And I got proficient enough at just bank transactions. And there was a Chinese guy who came in. He was, wait, Chinese or Japanese? I can't remember. I'm just going to say Chinese. I think he was... No, I can't. And I knew he was like, because he was here traveling for something, you know, a school program or something like that. But he didn't speak much English, but he said, do you speak Spanish? I was like, well, yeah. And so we managed to do the transaction in Spanish. That was funny. Damn, these little baby fruit flies are everywhere. I got to get bug spray. That's something I should get. becomes difficult when you get into Japanese characters and grammar. You need to know at least 1,000 characters. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you know, obviously heard a little bit about it, and I'm sure it's just a lot of practice. Like, it's not something you can just read. You have to really practice it because people won't understand you. It's so different from English. And I don't even understand, like, at least Spanish, you kind of know, okay, it's like English. The grammar really is very similar. Japanese, I already know there's like different ways of talking. Spanish, you do have two different ways of talking to people, but there's a little difference. Meaning, when you're talking to someone formally, you have one way to conjugate verbs, and when you're talking to someone, it's like informal, like they're your friend. Another way of doing it, but even those are both very similar, and there's not a huge difference between them. But yeah, I've heard Japanese. It's like you can be very close to the right thing, and nobody will understand you. You know. So yeah, that'd be interesting, and I guess I'd just want to use it to watch Japanese movies. Whatever language I learn, I'd try and watch movies in it. I haven't watched many Spanish language movies. I'd like to, though. Excuse me. But yeah, if I learned a language, I'd like to learn German because, or I wouldn't have to learn it. I know you can direct a movie with translators, but I'd like to adapt All Quiet on the Western Front someday and do it in German. I do not want to do it in English. And yeah, it might be interesting also just to watch German movies. Like, that would be the real benefit. I could work with translators, assuming, you know, I get the budget someday to do that. Yeah, I don't know about that, Ronnie. The movie industry opening up, like, is it worth it to go back to work right now? I, I mean, I'd be constantly worried about getting, you know, the virus and not knowing I have it for weeks or months and testing negative even though I have it, because there are people who have had that happen. Also, the test I took here at Hanson Dam, I never heard results. So how wild is that? And I've heard of people who have it for months and they keep testing negative, but they don't know they have it. They don't have symptoms for months. And that's rarer, but it's still something that happens. And it's like, why take the chance? And it's not like I'm doing nothing with my film career. I'm writing a lot and studying and reading screenplays and retyping them out and making my own videos, still trying to build up this channel. So also, it's not like I would ever really, probably likely wouldn't have enough of a career working on film sets to be able to make like a full-time living. Just unlikely to happen. What I think is a good option for me, keep writing. If I don't have scripts ready yet that I can sell or bring somewhere, keep working jobs and try and save up my. I'd still like to work on film sets, but I'll see how this job goes if I get it. I'll be sanitizing buildings that are closed down, and it's with the city of LA. And I finally was able to put in my application. I'm working with this job placement company, so it seems like a pretty sure thing. And I've been going to online orientations and finally sent in my resume, and they said they'll call back either that day or which was yesterday or today. Haven't heard a call back, and they're closed now, so now I'll wait and see if I get a call tomorrow. And hopefully I'll get this job. It'll pay about that's what they say, is about $17 an hour. It's full-time, disinfecting buildings. I'll be given protective equipment. Be cool if I get like a hazmat suit, although I can imagine that would be very uncomfortable. And you know, just want to work, and I'm losing weight, by the way. That's great. And I just want to work and make money, and I'd be able to make some decent sort of money. I couldn't have enough to have a place, nor would I spend the money on a place. I would want to pay down my credit card bill and my car repair bill that I had financed from my old car, and from there basically fix up my car a little. It just needs some work. The struts, really, maybe the radiator, but for now it's been all right. And I want to save money and do stuff like, you know, if possible. I'm not sure which way this should work, because if you get a really good camera, you need a powerful computer to edit on it, to edit the footage. So it's like, I could get, a good camera, but then I'd barely be able to use the footage and it would fill up a ton of hard drive space. Or I could get a really good laptop and at least have something I can edit on and potentially get editing jobs on. But see, that I'd have to divide up my time. I hate losing time on writing. Even if I'm writing 10 hours a day, it's still not enough time. Even if I'm writing so much, 10 pages a day and notes and stuff, and then ready to get my outline and write the screenplay, it's never enough time because I already want 5 or 6 scripts written minimum before I go out and start trying to get them produced or sell them or something, get meetings, whatever. Oh God, you remember my old landlord? No, I haven't checked on that horrible bully. I've wondered what's going on in that house though, but I don't know because yeah, well, I don't know. What do I need to say about that? I'm in the other side of the country, but I do wonder, like, are the guys there paying rent? I'm not sure who I really know that lives there anymore. My old roommate, who I got along with, well, I got along with kind of 2 of them, but one of them, Jackson, he moved out, he said, so good for him. I'm happy for him. So yeah, I wonder if people are paying rent there or what, or if she's just trying to bully people around. Click like, everyone, helps the video out. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to necessarily go to work on film sets anytime soon. I just don't know how safe I am, especially you're working with so many different people that you don't know what their possible exposure is or their level of concern on it. It sucks, I don't like it, but I'd rather have a steady gig, just for now, at least while this virus is going on. And at least the benefit is, yeah, I'll make some money. It makes me sad thinking I won't be able to write all day, but I'll write as much as, possible. And especially on weekends, I'll have time to write. But I won't have money to get a place, nor will I even try to. So I just want to put money into my car, and then the rest, I'm not even going to, at the end of 6 months, I'm not even going to be able to pay down my credit card beyond maybe a few thousand. These fruit flies are everywhere. If I go to a different bench, maybe will it make a difference? So at the end of 6 months, I'll see. We've already been through 6 months of this. Here's the thing. Do you really expect us to be able to resume life as normal in 6 months? I don't think so. I think people will get even more fed up, frustrated, want to disregard the isolation and social distance measures. People are going to be desperate. They're going to have to go into work. They're going to have to, be around lots of other people. Who knows? And, as misinformation spreads and these just suckers buy into a bunch of nonsense about how, wearing a mask, it's a threat to our civilization. Along with, the incompetent, which is the kindest way to say it, governance. Man, these fruit flies are relentless, unyielding. I don't know if 6 months from now even things will be back to normal. And they said, by the way, on the job, they may extend the job another 6 months. So we'll see. I mean, if I like it, and I could certainly use the money. Hopefully just working will help me get my mind straight. I think it will. It has in the past, when I'm recovering from an episode of depersonalization, derealization. Oh, man, I wish I had bug spray. I'm not sure if it would even help, but be nice. Also, Thursday, I am doing, or no, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm not doing anything. what is it? Tim Heidecker, Office Hours. They're going to do their 3-hour edition of Office Hours, WOHL, parodying morning radio, you know, those overly energetic morning radio show hosts. The last episode they did of that was absolutely hilarious. So, oh, shit. All right, phone cut out. Hopefully it's not overheating. Their last episode they did of that was absolutely hilarious, so I'm really looking forward to this. That is Thursday at 9 a.m. Wait, no, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So, should be a lot of fun. I took a nap this morning. I feel like taking a nap again. Click like, everyone. Helps the video out. In order to exert myself more when I do burpees, I'm no longer just, you know, like doing the squat part of it by standing up. Now I'm doing like jumping squats because now I need that, you know, that level of challenge to work out. So that's good. You just do that in the mornings. And the good thing about burpees is you can basically do them anywhere. I mean, as long as you have a surface you can do it on. If I'm doing it outside, I like to wear gloves. I'll do them in sun space sometimes. Actually, throughout the day, I'll do a few sets, you know, just spread them out, just like one set here, maybe 2 sets, you know, after a meal or something. Well, Lauren, you've been making stuff like bracelets? Yeah, that's good. Shit, there's baby fruit flies everywhere. It's annoying the crap out of me. Why don't they learn their lesson? I could destroy them. I just saw this video that was really funny. This guy found a hornet's nest in his mailbox, like under the mailbox, like in the pole there was like a gap or something. And just the way he talked, it was so funny. It's just one of these unintentionally funny people. I doubt it's an act. And he just kept saying, I forget what he said, like, oh man, that did it to him. That did a lot of damage or whatever. He went over to the hornets to, you know, kill the nest, and he got he got Flex Seal spray. You know, the stuff on infomercials that you spray and it like becomes its own. Like if you have a crack in a wall, you spray it and it seals up the crack. It's almost like a portable like way of almost injecting a sealant, but it's not an injecting like a mold in there. It's just a spray that'll seal it up. He sprayed Flex Seal into this, and he kept, I forget what he said exactly, but he's like, oh man, that is a lot of damage right there. I did a lot of damage. Like as the hornets were dropping out, they were slowly dying. It was so funny. If you look it up on YouTube, you can probably find it. Like, yeah, killing hornet's nest with Flex Seal or something. It was really funny. It was so good, so funny. And hornets are fucking dangerous. Or no, hornets or wasps. I can't remember, but yeah, I think it was a hornet's nest. And then I saw in the related videos a guy who, I think it was in Australia, who had a hornet's nest underground in his yard. So he got molten aluminum. And this is a guy with a lot of YouTube subscribers. I guess he does something like this professionally, like metalsmithing. I don't know what. But he poured molten aluminum down this hole dug in the ground so it would kill the wasps, but it would harden around the wasp nest, and he made a cast of it. So it was like having this aluminum cast of a wasp nest that he ended up with. And this was seriously molten aluminum. Like he got a brick of aluminum, put it in this, heated it up. He had all the, you know, the clamps and stuff you hold it with, and protective gear, boots and gloves. And it was like lighting the ground on fire. I don't know how safe, I guess he knew that was safe, but yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing. Yeah, so your dad poured gas down yours. I'd be a little scared of that just on the off chance of fire. But you know, I heard that WD-40 will kill wasps instantly. Same with, you know, a poison bug spray, but if you don't have that, WD-40 will work as well. Oh, and also the driver's lock on my door, completely like unusable from the outside. Fortunately, thank goodness, when I go in from the side, the passenger door, it unlocks all the doors in the car for whatever reason. I'm really lucky. So all I got to do is I unlock my car from the passenger side and go in, because it was starting to damage the key, and sometimes it can be hard to start the car in the ignition. So, you know, I want the key to last. I'm like, oh crap, my other key already broke, so I wasn't careful with that. That's another thing I should get fixed on my car. Oh, and the air conditioning vents, which I may need fixed, or I really want fixed, because they're stuck in the defrost position. And I want to, if I'm driving to these jobs in LA, in downtown LA, to clean buildings, I'm going to need my GPS going. And I have my clip in front of the vent on the car, but it's going to get super hot, you know, my phone, especially if the sun's beating down on it. So I would really want to have the air conditioning running on it, and of course I can't switch the vents now, so at some point I'm going to have to fix that. That's another thing I'd like to fix myself. I know it can be a few different issues. The first thing I would just check if it's just mechanical, if like the servo is broken for the vents. So I would see about that and see if I can fix it myself. I would hope so. I don't use any streaming software for this. On the phone, you can do it just directly with the YouTube app. So I guess I am using software, the YouTube app. And now on desktops, you can do it right away too. You don't need, like before you needed some converter program. I had no idea what the fuck to use back when like I was looking into that. It was so confusing. YouTube didn't give you hardly any helpful information on that front. And a lot of the stuff was paid software. So I'm like, it's not even worth trying. But I seriously, like, there was no clear guide to do it. It's like, you got, you know, I didn't get it. I didn't get how anyone's supposed to figure that out. And of course now there's OBS, which you can use to, but that's more for if you want to do multiple cameras and add other sources of video and sound and graphics and text. No, why would I do it on oh, well, if you're doing it on laptop, you can do it natively, like within YouTube now. They have a button where you could just click and go live. But if you want a setup where you have multiple cameras and stuff, and you can bring in people who are calling or whatever, you would do it with like a program. Like there are programs out there. OBS is free. You can do that. No, you cannot go live on YouTube with Zoom. You can take calls on it and broadcast them onto YouTube. I don't know which software you would use that for exactly. I would wonder if you could do OBS for it. I guess you could. And OBS is great. I've used it at Sunspace when I was helping with the live stream jazz shows. I don't know about Streamlabs. I've never, I don't even know if my Streamlabs donation link works. I don't know what the fuck it is. OBS, yeah, it's very simple to use. You can look up tutorials online for it too. But I already have some familiarity with like broadcasting tools and stuff, because I used to intern at a public access TV station. So that was way back when it was all like analog. And we had beta tapes, beta decks, mini DV tapes were still relatively new. And all it was is just the digital version of that, where you could have a switcher and you could have multiple different input sources and create your own and switch between them. So it's super simple, and create the transitions and put in green screens, and they do that on Unusual Tuesdays on Sunspace, so, you know, check that out. I don't need this hat on, I don't think. Oh, if I move over, I don't want the sun, you know, damaging my skin, my neck skin. But here, yeah, the sun's not hitting. How long is my hair gonna grow? This is insane. I kind of don't mind it going long. And of course, I'm saving money on haircuts, which money I barely have. But eventually when I do get a haircut, you know, I won't want it to get too long. Wonder how I'll do it. There's also the issue of when I'm showering with water bottles, it's starting to take more and more water to wash my hair. Not a whole lot, very little, you know, more than before, but it does take a bit more than before. If it does get long enough, eventually it'll get to the point where I'll need like 3 or 4 water bottles to shower. You know, because I've been showering outside for the last 6 months now. Click like, everyone, helps the video out. Also, these cheap-ass combs I got from $1. Why doesn't anywhere sell normal combs, the kind I used to have in Virginia, unless you pay 11 bucks for them? These cheap double-sided combs that on the side, I'm not, like, on one side, they always break off, and then they'll break off on the other side, and it's just ridiculous. Or I'll have the regular comb part, and then there's a long handle. It's like, I don't want a goddamn long handle that's gonna jab me and stuff when I put it in my bag, you know, for showering. I just want a freaking normal comb. Also, I am losing weight. That's really great. No, hell no. Why would I shower after I wait till afterwards? I'd feel gross during my exercise. I don't get that dirt. I don't roll around in dirt for my exercise. But still losing weight and trying to be really conscious of my health because, you know, as you get older, that's when more health problems are likely to emerge. Not eating perfectly because I don't always have access to good food that's cheap. But I know I'm going to be spending a lot of money on food if I get this job. There's no way around it because I'll have to eat out. Because it's not like I can pack food other than peanut butter, almonds, and that stuff's healthy, especially almonds. Sardines, that I could have in there, but you get tired of eating that stuff too much, you know. I will probably eat some sardines tonight. I have one little tin of it left. And also, when I get to my goal weight, I'm wondering what I should eat for my cheat meal. And I want to wait like 2 weeks after I get to my goal weight. I don't want to just, you know, cheat then, but I don't know what that weight is. I'll know physically when I feel it, you know. Probably, I'm guessing, at least below 155. I don't know what I weigh now. I know it's probably about 185, maybe over that. Because I have lost a good amount of weight. Thank goodness I can feel it. I felt so bad before, you know, walking around, feeling my fat jiggle around. I'm thinking, like, for a cheat meal, again, after I get down to whatever my goal weight is, basically where I feel really thin, like, and I can see my veins, you know, I'm vascular. Something like maybe a big breakfast, like from Denny's, you know, with butter and syrup and pancakes, and I'll eat it on a video, you know. Also, the 2-year anniversary of going homeless is coming up, Halloween, October 31st. So I don't know if I'll be at my goal weight by then because I do have at least another 30 pounds to lose, and that's less than 2 months away now. That's actually about 6 weeks from now, so yeah, maybe 30 pounds in that time. Possible. I did lose 15 pounds in a month once, but improbable, unlikely. So I probably won't do my cheat meal then. But I'm just trying to think, like, what would it be? Something really exciting. It could be something oh shit, my fuck! Water's pouring out. Oh well, it's only water, so it doesn't stain anything. I just don't want to lose water. So it could be that. It could be something very unusual, you know, not just a breakfast meal. Like, so what would it be? That's what I'm trying to think. Like, like a huge, I went to some place, what was it I went to? I got like, not like a gyro sandwich, but it was something very much like it. I can't remember, it was shawarma, that's it. Similar to a gyro, you know, a big sandwich with a bunch of lettuce and tomatoes and chicken in it. It was really good. Oh, there's more water nearby. There's water fountains out here. I just don't like getting up, walking around. I've done so much exercising lately. My legs are kind of worn out. I've been doing jumping squats lately on my burpees. So before I was always just standing up and not jumping. Now it's like if I do that, it'll take too long for me to really get, you know, a workout in. So now I'm doing jumping squats and it's good. It's like, oh, I'm like walking around here on the uneven ground. I'm like, oh, my back and my legs are a little bit, you know, it's hard to walk around, a little bit sore and tired. I'm trying to think what kind of big meal that would be like really interesting. And it doesn't have to be like a, you know, real cheap meal. It could be something kind of healthy, but it would still be too many calories. That's the thing. So let's think, what are big meals that are too many calories? It could be, yeah, like a big shawarma meal. It could be a big pho meal. You know, pho. It looks like it's spelled pho, but it's called pho. That's what everyone calls it. That's what everyone, I think that's, I guess that's the Vietnamese way of pronouncing it. That stuff's good, but I don't know how much that would really be like a big cheat meal, because it's just kind of an ordinary sized meal. It's not like massive. And I don't want to stuff myself. That's the other thing. It's too hard. I remember I went to a Chinese place a few months ago, maybe last year, and I just couldn't make myself finish the meal. And it's like, I'm not trying to do that on camera where I just cannot eat it. I want it to be something that's like I can eat, but it's just something that's, you know, it would be a cheat meal. It's not something I normally eat. And really, I'm not looking forward to it that much because I don't care. Like, I don't need to eat stuff super nice. I actually hate it as it is when I eat stuff that's not like great for me, like sandwiches from 7-Eleven, like tuna or egg salad sandwiches. I can feel the difference when I'm eating something that's not great for me, like all that the egg yolks. Like, I don't like eating all that, and the bread. It's just that sometimes I'm so hungry. Wow, a tiny little bird. Check this out. It's a little hard to see what color it is. I'm not sure if I can see it on camera. Contrast is not good enough. Where is it? I'll point to it with, oh, fuck, that's, my finger's huge. Okay, oh wait, I'm trying to find my bearings here. It's above that set of leaves, right there. So let me zoom in on that. Yeah, you can't see the color. And now I lost it. I don't know where I'm looking at. Oh, there. Dead center of the screen. It's the one that's chirping. Yeah, this crappy camera, you can't see the color. What do you expect on a phone? Is it compulsory to wear a mask outside? I think so in California. I believe so. How wild? Oh, fuck. I don't even like eating too many calories. Today I did that. I had before I came over here, I walked to 7-Eleven and I got an egg salad sandwich and a Kind bar. And even eating both of those at once, I didn't like doing. And I can sort of feel it now, the sort of fogginess from it. But I was so damn hungry. But I should have waited. I should have eaten the one sandwich and then waited, and walked around a bit, then eaten the Kind bar. So because I like that discipline. So that's why I'm wondering, like, what should I eat? Yeah, I'll just go through with it, but I won't like it. I'm thinking something pancakes, right? Like a big pancake meal. Nobody is wearing them around you in Kentucky. That's not good. Fortunately, here in the valley, pretty much, at least not this part, because I'm not around this part that much, but I'm more around Burbank, North Hollywood, Sun Valley. Seems like pretty much everyone I see is wearing them there. But then again, I only ever see, oh, that bird went flying a little bit and then went back to its branch. I only ever really go into Vallarta grocery store, Jack in the Box, and sometimes a dollar store, like Ultra Dollar or Mega Dollar or whatever. Maybe I should get bug spray there too. That'd be good, just to be prepared. You never know. How wild is it? All these fires. I heard on the radio, finally, I got to count like 28 fires in California. And the air is still, it changes a lot. Now it's pretty cloudy. Smoky. You can see the mountains there in the distance covered in smoke. That is fog. All right, camera cut out again. But where I've been around Burbank and Shadow Hills, which is where Sunspace is, it has been practically snow. Damn thing. All right, cut out again. It was practically snowing ash. Like I opened my car door, I'd see pieces of ash flying around, and it was getting so big it was almost like shredded newspaper. And somebody commented on a video. They were, I forget where they are, if they're in California or not, or in another state on the West Coast. But they said they were getting like some huge pieces of ash like flying through, like charcoal, like cantaloupe sized or something. I can't remember what they said. It's in one of my recent comments, I think. Yeah, the park's quiet because it's closed. You can walk through it and stuff, and there's people biking by now, but it's closed for cars. Because this is a Trump. I almost called it by its old name. It's not that other name anymore. It's called the Trump virus. It is the, yeah, the connection's not good. The Trump virus, there's a testing site here where you drive through. I did it. I never got my results. And also, there's no fucking way to figure out how to create an appointment here, which is what you're supposed to do. They let me just kind of make one on the spot, but there's no way to figure it out. I couldn't find it online. Two people who worked here, they said, oh, let's get you the website. They didn't know. You cannot find it by Google. All the LA, yeah, it has a list of Trump virus testing sites. It did not have it here at Hanson Dam. But it's closed off because they got all the trailers and stuff. So it's nice because, yeah, there's barely anyone here. It discourages people from coming. If you want to come, you have to park on the street, which is what I did. Or you can park, there is a little part by the top of the dam where a little parking lot where you can pull in, but I don't like to pull in there because really the problem there is when you pull out, traffic's going so fast and there's so many cars parked on the street there as well, you cannot see these cars coming. It's impossible. So it's always a little bit of a guess. If a car's coming, fuck that. I don't want to take that risk. So I park on the street where it's you see the cars and it's no big deal. So yeah, that's why there's not many people here. As it gets later at night and people get off work, like I was here one night, yeah, more people come by. But for now, yeah, throughout most of the day, there's barely anyone here, which is really nice. There's actually like 3 people way on the other side of this section of the park. It's like own little valley, sitting at benches. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the egg salad sandwich, I know it's not great from 7-Eleven. It's got a lot of calories and all that fat calories. I can feel it, like it doesn't feel good, but the shopping center that's by here, there's like not one good restaurant that's inexpensive. Maybe there are good ones I won't go to, but like they're all so damn expensive. So my food stamps, you know, they cover me at 7-Eleven. They didn't even have the little tuna and crackers at 7-Eleven, so I got a kind bar in that. But yeah, I don't like eating that, and weight, so that's great. Got to keep cutting it down and trying. It's not just about the weight; it's about having healthy stuff to eat. you know, so I'm preventing diseases, heart disease, all that stuff. But anyways, I'm still waiting on this phone call now. So I'm at like the final stage to get an interview for this job and then hopefully work, and I'll write in my free time. And I just really need to make the money. These bills are going to be a big problem for me if I don't pay them down and start making some money. No, they didn't take my contact info. They just said, you know, we'll just put up a sign with whether you're positive or not if we see you come by and if we remember you. We're pretty. They didn't sweat the details when it came to that. Oh man, this camera's too low. I can't see. Thanks. Well, the job seems like it's a pretty good, pretty sure thing. Like a good chance I'll get it because of the way it's set up. It's not just like an ordinary thing you apply for. It's through this company you work with that places people at jobs. I'm trying to make it so the dynamic range doesn't get blown out on the dark side. So yeah. So it seems like a sure thing. It's just taken a while. It's been a month already, and I don't know. I don't know why the whole waiting, but that's how it is. And I'll have to drive there for an interview. Why bother? Why make me drive? But fine. I haven't been in downtown LA in months. I forget I'm in LA. It sucks. I love the valley. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to live in the valley. I do not want to live in downtown. I would love to be around downtown a lot. I just don't want to live there because the traffic is so... It's kind of fun, but also awful. I like being in the valley. It's more laid back, much less traffic. And there's a lot of film stuff too in the valley, a ton of stuff. I've worked on movies all around here. There's lots of film buildings, film companies, film meetups that I've been to around here, so it's really great. But anyways, I'm not looking at getting a place anytime soon. Even with this job, I'm not, definitely not. And it's only a 6-month gig, so it's not worth it at all. I don't care. Obviously, I can live in my car and survive. That's not an issue. I wonder how the commute, you know, will be for me because, I mean, I've done it anyways, working on movies and driving all around. But it'd be kind of nice if I could sleep somewhere close to where I'm working and then shower in the morning there. Just at downtown LA, that gets tougher to do. And, you know, I don't want neighbors to be bothered, especially if I'm in an area where, you know, people are concerned about that. And also, I don't want to be unsafe. You know, there are a lot of people out there who are, you know, I mean, there's, you know, a lot of, like, car break-ins and stuff, all that kind of thing. My mom's doing all right. She's excited to hear about the new Borat movie that just got filmed. So if you haven't heard, Sacha Baron Cohen filmed a sequel to Borat in secret. Don't know when it's coming out. I don't think they announced it. But she's very excited about that. She thinks he's hilarious. She thought Borat was hilarious. We saw Bruno in theaters, which is kind of shocking to think about, even though my mom doesn't remember a second of it. And we saw a bunch of This Is America, I believe it was called. She thinks he's hilarious. So do I. I saw Borat in theaters back in 2006 in college. Thought it was hilarious, even though it's, yeah, a little played out and stuff. And because people are, you know, way too into it in a way and like repeating the lines. But yeah, she's glad about that, and she wants to see it in theaters. She's like, oh, can you imagine in 6 months from now if this virus is gone and we can see it in theaters? Click like, everybody. Helps the channel out and the video out. Again, no matter how much I'm writing, it's never enough time. I'm so like jealous of my writing time. It's just never enough. And I want to have at least like 6 screenplays written. And it's going to be tough because some of them are requiring a lot of research and stuff, and especially into areas of life I'm not as familiar with, police, crime. And it's much easier to write stuff you know. Even though writing anything is difficult, but I'm getting there. I'm seeing the difference with each screenplay I write, you know, how I'm learning to bring new tools to each one. But the thing is, I don't want to just be writing stuff for 10 years. I want to be writing stuff with the goal of producing it myself, directing it myself, or at least getting it a studio or something. I don't know if studios would go for it, but whatever. You know, however they would be produced to get these made, and try and direct them myself. Yeah, and I'm in no rush to have theaters reopen and stuff. I mean, it's not safe, you know? Why do it? Why risk it? I was looking at even this bar. I happened to be looking up bars across the country, and I found their Facebook page, and they said how one of their employees tested positive for the Trump virus and how they're going to be sent home. It's like, man, I understand the need to sort of keep business going, but how is that worth it, you know, to keep spreading this virus? And there was one crew member in Texas, an assistant director, like 51 years old, who died. And, you know, lots of people die. Obviously, anybody dies of this, it's, you know, terrible. But, you know, you kind of recognize things that are similar to you in your world. And I saw this assistant director's picture. I'm like, this is like a bunch of people I worked with. And he looked like a nice guy. And, you know, that's how that is you look at it and think, you know, nobody when they go on set thinks, oh, this is going to be life-threatening. You know, you go on set thinking, okay, we're all going to do our best. We're here to work hard and, you know, make a good movie and do our jobs well. So it's just crazy, you know. And then Robert Pattinson got it. That's wild. They said at first or somebody, it sounded like they said a crew member on the Batman got the Trump virus. Again, the old title that's actually been scientifically cleared, they're not calling it that anymore. It's now called the Trump virus because of Trump's responsibility for it. And yeah, and then it turned out he got it. So who knows? I don't know, you know, what the situation was there as far as precautions and stuff, but that's the thing. How ultimately safe can you be when at some point actors have to, you know, be able to speak with, you know, being around people, and even if you have doubles and stuff, and people get tired and make mistakes, you know, and that's understandable. They pass close to each other, all that stuff. Who knows? You know, I don't know. Maybe you got it from touching something. I'm trying to get this. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I don't see how it's worth it. Even though I miss going to theaters, I'd like to see a drive-in movie. If I get this job and have some money, that would be a great experience to me. I would love to do that. It's too bad I can't bring anyone else because my car is full of trash. But that would be really cool. Fucking God. And also, I again wouldn't want to have anyone else in my car. Call it the Trump virus because of his horrible, selfish, cruel handling of it. And no, that conspiracy nonsense stuff, that itself, that story originates with very unsavory sources who like to put blame for things on entire other ethnicities and races. So we're not about that here. We're about, you know, being able to, you know, treat people with respect. So we don't just go labeling a whole thing, you know, get our information from those kind of sources that like to put things on entire races as if they're so different. So it's the Trump virus, basically, and that's what scientists call it. That's not just me. Trump is, historically, he's responsible for getting it spread, for ignoring it, for not wanting to enforce safety measures, for provoking people into protesting the safety measures. The Sturgis or whatever bike rally apparently had 250,000 new infections result from that. A lot of those are, you know, Trump supporters, and they didn't heed warnings. So we could have already gotten rid of this thing if, you know, if Trump took it seriously. Car smells today. Ooh, man, it smelled rough. Because I've had an onion in there. I'm not cooking onions anymore. Too much preparation and cleanup. I can never cook them right in an air fryer either. There's always pieces that are undercooked and pieces that are burnt to a crisp, like literally to a cinder. So, but I had the shell of an onion and stuff, pieces of an onion in a bag. I tied it up. The smell still escapes. Okay, video cut out. The smell still escaped from the bag, and then I had sardines in there, and so and I left it in this big trash bag. That I like the trash bag, but it's so big, I'm not going to throw it away until I finally did now. And also, I had the windows sealed up because the ash was coming in, and I didn't want poisonous ash getting in my car, especially not so much from burning wood, but think about it: cars, trees. I mean, cars and homes are being burned. You don't know if the ash is coming from that too, and it's like, I don't know if that makes it more poisonous or not, but I don't want it getting all over my car and my things that I'm touching. So I had my windows rolled up. Normally I'll at least have them cracked a little bit because it gets so hot, and man, that really, ew, it was a strong smell. But I threw that away this afternoon. So again, click like, everyone, helps the video out. Freaking flies all over me. And I'm tired of leaning forward. I gotta get this up here. That's a little better. Actually, I should get on the other side of the camera because it's less bright, so it'll be easier the camera not to have to compensate for bright exposure and darken the screen. Wow. Yeah, my legs are sore. I've been hitting the burpees so hard with the jumping squats. Tired of wearing this mask too. I kind of wore it because there is smoke in the air, but how much does that mask prevent from getting in? Like 0.3%? Okay, racist conspiracy theories are not going to be spread on here. So stocks, I know what they say about it. I follow what the the people who race bait, the race baiters who blame other races for it. I'm not doing it here. Nationalistic stuff, we're not doing that. Click like, everyone, again, helps the video out. Again, how long will my hair get? At a certain point, it will be so long I'll need like another bottle of water to wash it in the morning because I shower with bottled water. Speaking of water, I need some now. Helicopters flying through. Police helicopter. How much money does it cost to run those things while people are poor around here? Like $1,200 an hour, I read from someone. Just way too much. Is it really necessary? And they used to have them, oh, they were miserable, just circling and circling these neighborhoods I used to park at. And they're so annoying when they circle, it's so loud. You hear that pop, 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 pop of the blades. It's just ridiculous. Could just give that helicopter money to me. Shit, $1,200 an hour? Just don't fly it for a day and give me whatever money that would have cost to fly it, the maintenance, the refueling, the paying the pilot and air traffic control or whoever. Just give it to me. I'll use it. Shit, it's all gonna be just paying banks, paying down my credit card bills. So yeah, this, again, the way it always happens for me, I get money, but it comes just at the last second when I need it. It's not coming any sooner. So fortunately, I didn't have to pay my credit card bill this month. I thought I was going to have to. I managed. One person I call, they wouldn't give me a delay on the bill. Next person I call, they let me, for some reason I couldn't get through or the call dropped. But then I called back again. The next person, oh, they gave me the delay on it. So I got another month before I have to pay back my credit card bill and start paying the minimum payments, although they're still charging interest. So right now, with the last few months of me not paying anything on it and the interest charges every month, I'm about $1,600 over the limit. So I gotta pay $1,600 before there's even any money on it at all over $1,600, and even then I'm not using my credit card for anything unless I absolutely have to. Before I was foolishly trying to get the money back rewards, but I didn't do the math and think this is charging way more interest than I'm getting back in the 1%, cash back offers. All the rich people here flying their little Cessnas. Freaking flies everywhere. It's nice being out here though. Landing all over my bag. All right, stocks. I told you it's not welcome here, and you keep doing it. So take some time to not do that, to not spread that stuff here. Because I already know what they say. Yes, I know the conspiracy theorizing. I'm aware of it. I follow enough of these characters to know what they're saying and stuff. Tell me something I don't know. If you're going to say something along those lines, tell me something I haven't heard from any of these weirdo conspiracy theorists, because I hear it. I hear what they're saying. And click like, everyone. Helps the video out. Probably going to get a lot more people here now that I laid down that rule about, don't start scapegoating other races and ethnicities. Excuse me. What's for dinner? Good question, because I'm still kind of hungry. I ate an egg salad sandwich, too many calories and fat and stuff, and a Kind bar. I do have sardines in my car, almonds. I'm trying not to eat anything but maybe the sardines tonight. Maybe I'll go to a taco stand and get 2 little chicken tacos for $1.50 each. I may do that, even though I really don't need to. So I don't know. I may very well not. Probably won't. Because right now I'm more committed to losing weight, and it's going really well. I don't know what I weigh. I don't have quarters. I can't seem to get quarters from laundromat because they blocked off their change machines, saying there's a change shortage across the country. So if you don't bring your own quarters, and if you try using our machine, which apparently sometimes they take it down, take down the things that block them out. If you use too many of our quarters, they said we'll go out of business. Which I don't quite understand how that works. As long as people bring their own quarters, what does it matter? But I guess they're very low on quarters, and this is again due to the Trump virus. I don't know if I can go to a bank and get quarters, but I need a quarter to put in a scale to weigh myself. I haven't done that for at least a few weeks. I don't know what I weigh. Maybe someday I'll buy a scale, but who cares? I don't need to know what I weigh. I know I'm losing weight, so that's good. But yeah, I think sardines with Louisiana hot sauce. For some reason, the sardines with Louisiana hot sauce, the sardines themselves are more firm than when you get it in olive oil or water. And I like that firmness to it. I don't like when they're all mushy, So I get them with Louisiana hot sauce. I've answered that before, played pieces. Why am I homeless? I've answered all that stuff before. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry. Get this camera right so I'm not hurting my back. Even my shoulders are sore. I did a real shoulder workout for the first time in months since I've been to the gym. I used to really be into doing shoulder raises at the gym, and I haven't done them in months since going there. But basically what I did yesterday, I did a really good set or two of them just with my arm weight. That's it. No weights in my hands, just like this. My shoulder's still a little sore, and man, today I was wondering, like, why can't I do any pull-ups? I went to the park and was trying to do pull-ups. I couldn't do any. I'm like, oh, it's because my shoulders are all sore. But that's good. I don't want to just build up my arms and not my shoulders. So I'm going to keep doing that. It's a good exercise. Another damn helicopter. Always, I swear that all the money they put on there. These helicopters, and how little money goes to helping people get housing, you know. This is the greatest city in the world to me. I love it here. I still can't believe I'm in LA. I love it over being in Virginia. But yeah, man, there's still a lot of problems though. But it's just an amazing place. Yeah, maybe they're looking where to drop water on fires, but there are helicopters all over here all the time, so they're out anyways. Wasting damn time. Tomorrow morning, I think I'm gonna go get some sardines. This damn helicopter. When I get sardines, the dollar store doesn't open until like 9 o'clock though. And I'm getting up at 4:30 every day. But when I get sardines, I should go to the dollar store and get bug spray. Just to have, you never know when I need it. I may not need it again for months, but at least I'll have it. Like I have disinfectant spray I got like last year. Now it's great for having around because of the Trump virus. So I have some at Sunspace, so I'll just periodically disinfect stuff. You know, it's the kind of spray, it's like, it almost looks like a bottle of like Lysol, but it's antibacterial and antiviral. Yeah, the fires are really bad in Oregon. Man, they are, I'd possibly even bigger than in California. I don't know exactly. I mean, maybe they're bigger in California, but it seems like they're the biggest fires Oregon's had, or at least the most destructive in terms of, you know, destroying people's homes and killing people. Yeah, what should I eat? I shouldn't have had that egg salad sandwich. I should have just had a Kind bar. I was so hungry. My judgment was clouded. And now I don't even enjoy that stuff. I don't remember Angry Grandpa eating sardines on the porch necessarily. I probably do somewhere. I bet because when I see his old videos, like, I start remembering everything. But I don't know. I don't remember that specifically. I remember him eating that rotten Norwegian fish, or wherever it's from, Sustromen or something. Are you talking about the Sustromen, the rotten fish, or actually actual sardines? Oh, dog running through. My mom walks dogs now. She really likes the dogs. I think 2 dogs. I'm not sure. Now the dog's sitting. I can hear the dog's owner indicating to sit. Oh, I shouldn't slouch over. It hurts. nice to sit outside though, although I wish I was writing, but I already wrote a lot today and yesterday, so I also just want to watch movies, man. Can't somebody just let me watch a movie? I gotta keep watching them. I really do. Like, I have to. It's good for me. What I mean is, it's good for me. It's important for my movie education to not forget, like, to not just focus on screenplays, but to also watch films. I've barely been watching them lately. I've watched a few free on YouTube, but are you sure these are sardines? Or are you talking about the Sustrummen or whatever it's called? You haven't answered me, and it's starting to annoy me. Pluto TV, I've heard of that. I think I actually saw it at someone's house once. I didn't realize it was free. I don't know. I guess is it just TV or is it movies too? But I mean, even with having nothing to do during the day except eat, exercise, shit, and write, it's still not enough time during the day to write and like do anything else. Just because, you know, I want to keep writing so much, but that's okay. Writing's going to have to slow down a little, but I know other things in my cognition are working when I'm not writing, you know, to help me think of stories. Okay, there are movies on there too. That's interesting. A lot of free apps on there, online. But ultimately, I'd still just want to have DVDs, or I guess they're Blu-rays now, but if possible at all, whenever I have a home again, I'd much rather just own stuff. That's just how I'm used to, you know, getting movies, and I know that, you know, the online platforms, they may not always be around. So if I like a movie, I want to buy it and support it that way, even though I'll probably buy it used. There are movies on their app too. Some are in Spanish. That's cool. I miss seeing Spanish language movies on the old place I lived in. There were some cool ones. I saw parts of them. I can't remember them all. Okay, finally, an answer. Sardines. Jeez. Is that so hard? What time is it? It's only 5:34. By the way, those razors I got from the dollar store, they're actually really good. I've been able to use them for weeks now. The 6-bladed ones. The only crappy thing is you cannot rinse them out under the sink. Your whatever skin cells and the hair, facial hair, does not come out by rinsing it under water. So, but what the trick I've learned is get a wet paper towel and wipe it left and right on the blades. It'll clear them out, and then rinse it off. So you do that. It's a little hard getting, especially the upper lip, because it's almost like scraping toast with a butter knife. It's just hard. You got to start by going down at first and then go. So it's a little hard, but they're like $1.29, the razors. I was paying insane amounts of money for the Gillette Mach 3s, which go dull after like 5 days. So I'm just going to keep using these and buying more if I have to, but they're like $1.29, so it's great to have them. They're really good. Again, cheap, but could be a little better, but still, it's such a better deal. Like, I've been spending all this money for years, and why bother, you know? Except, yeah, when I was shaving at the gym, it would be impractical because they don't have paper towels by the sinks, and I wouldn't want to waste time doing that. And also, I would shave in the shower a lot, so I didn't have paper towels there to clean out the razor blades. When they get full, you cannot shave with them. It's like having a round piece of plastic. But these razors are great, so yeah, I can save money with those, saving money by not getting haircuts. Eventually, if I do want to cut my hair, I'll just get my own electric razor or electric hair trimmer, set it to the number 4 setting. That's what they did at the barbershop, and just buzz it short. That's all I need to do. Save money on haircuts. I've spent thousands of dollars probably in my life on haircuts. I don't even know if I've spent $8,000 actually on haircuts. I've been paying for my own haircuts basically since like 19. So let's say they're about $20 each, a little more because I usually tip at least like $4. But let's say $20 each once every. Let's not even say that often. Let's say every 4 months. 3 times a year times 20, $60 a year. 10 years, 600. Another 5 years. Well, I haven't even gotten a haircut in the last 6 months, so it's about 10 years. 600 plus 5. Wait, 5 times 60. 300. Yeah, not even $1,000. I probably spent less than $1,000 on haircuts in my life. Or yeah, I could just get it cut once a year and get it really short and just let it grow for a year and then cut it again. Click like, everybody, helps the channel out. Still working this job here at YouTube, and I'll continue working it while I get my sanitation job, which I think I'll get. I mean, seems like a pretty good chance I'll get it. Basically, it's just a lot of waiting, a lot of I should have brought my own chair. I should get my own chair out here, man, because not having a back support sucks. I'm gonna go to the bathroom before I have to go too bad. So tired of wearing a mask sometimes. So quiet. It's nice. That damn egg salad. That was a waste. Sun's finally going down. That's nice. Look how much smaller my stomach is than a few months ago. Man, it's like it was bigger than this. So come on, sanitation job. I just want to make money. That's all I'm in it for, is the money. I'm sure it'll be an interesting experience too. I mean, these are the kind of stories I always heard about. People have, oh, back in the old days when times were tough, I got a job doing this or whatever. I was working on a farm. Me, I'll say I was working out of a closed down performance space and living in my car and cleaning the inside of buildings while I was writing my screenplays and burping on video. The sun's still up. I don't want unnecessary sun exposure. Click like, please. Help the channel out. This is a part-time job for me. Wow, those mountains are covered in smoke. But it was so bad around Burbank the last few days. And really, people know Burbank, but I was more in Shadow Hills a lot, which is a few miles away where Sunspace is. The ash is coming down like, not quite like snow. You can't really see it in the air, but when I'd open my car door, it would go kicking it up and flying around. And of course, I see it all over my car and on the ground. Ew, ground's all soggy. Yeah, my legs are sore, but that's good. That's really great. that they're feeling sore. Ooh, what the fuck was that? It's so nice being in this parking lot. Nobody here. It's just a parking lot that's for show. You can just walk through it. It's like a museum of parking lots, of parking spaces. Yeah, burpees with jumping squats. That's a really good exercise. I'm just pushing myself hard to do a bunch of them, like as many as I can before I get worn out. All right, I'm going to mute the camera while I go into the commode. And the camera cut out right as I did my business. I'm going to fill up my water bottle. Wow, like eagles on the ground. It's too far away to see well. Oh, I remember, I forgot, I wanted to get this. Hold on, I'll talk about it in a second. Filling up my water bottle. Even though I'm sure it won't be perfect, I want wood glue. One of the couches at Sunspace, it's got like underneath, I don't know if this was like, yeah, I guess it was part of the couch, but I guess it's pretty old and worn and lots of people have sat there for shows. They've got, this couch has got like a thin wooden plank through it that the cushions go on. I want to, and there's two big cracks in them, so it's like you sit far back enough and you're sinking into those cracks. Like it's not going all the way through, but I would like to get wood glue. That's what I forgot why I wanted to go to a dollar store today. That's why I wanted to go and get some wood glue and try and seal that up. I don't know if wood glue is really strong enough to support a person sitting on it, on just that flimsy wood, but it's at least worth a shot, especially because not many people are sitting on it now, except me. But it's got these two big cracks, so I'd like to do that. And that's why I wanted to go to a dollar store, see if they have it. I'm not sure, but they might, because certain dollar stores, not like the Dollar Tree or whatever, but I mean like the little independent ones, they got a lot of tools like motor oil, so I just want to see if they have it. But I don't know if I feel like walking there now, because it's all the way, it's like 3/4 of a mile from where I am. And my legs are tired. Maybe I'll try though. Also, it's night, it might be busier. I prefer going right after they open. Make sure the cap's not loose again. Hey Drake, no, I didn't get the radiator. I'm not really concerned about it right now because I think I'm not losing coolant. I checked recently and it was full. As long as the cap is on as tight as I can get it, it doesn't seem to leak coolant. I'll keep checking it like every 2 weeks, but for now, if it's not an emergency, I'm not going to do it. But I know eventually I'll want to replace it, especially if I don't ever want to sell the car. I want to keep this car as long as I possibly can until it breaks. But yeah, it's not an emergency. It's not a major thing. But I'll keep checking the coolant and see. If it does keep losing it, yeah, I'll want a new radiator so I just know it's going to work. But I do want new struts. I'm going to have to get those. And also fix the air conditioning vents. The AC runs fine. It's the vents that are stuck in the defrost position. So I want to check if it's like the servo or possibly one or two other things. See if I can fix it myself, but I'm not trying to do that yet. And it's so tedious to do, but I want to try and do it myself. And everything bothers me about taking time to do stuff because I don't want to spend time away from writing. I always want to be writing, but I'll make a video out of it, I'm sure, whenever I get to that. Also, I'd have to get the tools necessary to do it. Maybe I'll wait till after I write my next screenplay and then I'll fix the AC vents. I don't know. Oh, good thinking, Anthony. Yeah, so when I get my struts, I didn't realize that. You should get an alignment. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. Gonna try and put the struts in myself, but I know I need at least one jack stand. I'm not sure how that would work. Maybe I could just drive the car up with one side on the curb first and then put the, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I don't want to be parked in the wrong direction and a cop give me a ticket. Because you're always parking on the right side, so. Oh, and then, even then, that wouldn't work. That doesn't make sense, because the car wouldn't be jacked up like that. The tires would be on the curb. How would that make sense? But yeah, I'd like to put the struts in myself and make a video about it. That way I save money with the mechanic. Seems like a simple enough job. I just, I know I need at least one or two tools to do it, and the struts, and I'd want to get the assemblies too. I don't want to bother saving money on the spring when not sure how to do all that stuff myself. Why not? It's not that big a deal to spend the money on the whole assembly of the spring. And just get quality struts. That's one thing I will not skimp money on. Because I've heard bad struts, it can be worse than your old, broken ones. But I'm not in a big rush to get those because I need to make money first. and I got to fix those air conditioning vents. They're stuck in the defrost mode. When I start driving around more, and my phone is on the vent, you know, for GPS, it gets really hot and the sun beating down on it, unbelievable heat. So I'd want to have the AC running. I can't have it running right now through the front vents. The AC works, but I need the motor or the servo or whatever that switches the vents. It's not working. I want to see if I can fix that myself too, even though it seems like a total pain in the ass. Maybe I'll look that up tonight too, just to see if I can get I can get the tools to do it. Or I think with the thing is I looked up. I'm not sure if it's the servo. So for me to spend money on a new one, it seemed like a waste of money. Like if I don't really know what the issue is yet, I want to see if there's a way to troubleshoot it first and find out. Maybe just a lever pulley broke or something. I'm not sure. $5:53. I've been getting up so early. Won't be too long before I go to sleep again. I've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning. At some point, I'll start thinking about getting up at 4. I don't know. It always takes me a while before I consider it. Before I was trying to get up at 5, and I realized that's not early enough. Because I want to be up and exercising before the sun's up. Yeah, there's 28 fires in California, and there's been smoke all over LA. There's smoke around here, and the ash has been coming down like shredded newspaper practically. Bunch of it on my car falling because it immediately gets dirty again. I mean, it was falling everywhere. And Oregon's got it real bad, and yeah, it's unreal, the situation. And, you know, of course, that's bad for everything, for the air quality, for people's homes, their lives, climate change. Yeah, I hope they put out the fires too. I don't know if they'll be able to. I heard 16,000 firefighters in California are working on it, and they cannot contain them because they move so fast and they're so big. But imagine that, like 16,000, it's not enough. And I'm not even, like, I don't know the logistics of it all, but I just wonder, like, how many can you get working on a fire before, like, anymore it doesn't help, you know? Oh, click like, everyone, helps the video out. Got more likes here. Yeah, we do. We need more help. And a lot of that land, apparently, that's burning is, or a lot of the forests in California, most of them are federally managed, supposedly. So, we got the Trump virus, now we got the Trump fires, I guess, although that's always been a problem. Pandemic, fires, climate problems, all kinds of problems. Oh, and I hear back soon. I should hear back soon if I'm getting an interview for this job. It seems like I'm pretty much guaranteed an interview for the building cleaning job. I'm really looking forward to it, even though it kind of scares me, the idea of being away from writing. But I really need the money, and it's as good a job as I can get that pays pretty well. And I'll be working cleaning buildings, and it's a 6-month job, so that's great. So I'm not stuck into something where it's like I feel like if I quit, you know, my bosses won't like it, because I don't want a career in something. I want to be able to work something for a while and then either go back to working on movie sets, which would be great, or if I just still need the money, at least I'm just writing and making YouTube videos and saving up money. I'm not going to move into a home at any point unless I'm like making steady income from movies, I guess. And even that's obviously very difficult. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, well, it seems like a pretty sure thing that I applied with a job placement firm. So I've been working with them, I enrolled with them. I've been going to these online orientations. And finally, I had the third orientation yesterday where I was able to actually apply for the job. I couldn't apply before that. So I sent in the actual application and they said they'll call back either yesterday or today. They haven't called yet, so now tomorrow, hopefully, and to set up an interview. And then they said the job starts in like a week or two. So it's like, man, I need to get started. I need that money soon. It's going to my credit card. Oh, it's going to my mailbox. I need money to pay for my mailbox for another 6 months, and to pay down the financing on the car repair bill to put on new tires and control arms and a few other things on my car, my last car, my Honda Civic that was destroyed. It was in a wreck like a month afterwards and was destroyed. So I'm still paying for all the $900 more of repairs though. It was actually like a $1,200 bill, and I've been paying about $30 a month. So let me think, 30 times. But I've missed a few months because with the Trump virus, there was a pause on the payments. But let's say I've been paying, and it was October. No, not October. What am I thinking? August, I think. So they're delaying now, and the thing is I have to pay it off within a year or they'll start charging massive interest. There's no interest on it yet. But they delayed that until February. So I have until February to pay it off, or I'm going to start getting like 30% interest or 20% or something huge. So, and it's going to easily, if I just pay the minimum every month, it's going to like double what I end up paying in years. So, let's see, $30 times, let's say 8 months I paid. 3 times 8, 240. So yeah, I guess somewhere around $900 left, somewhere around there. Drake, I never got a result on that test. Freaking damn, they never gave me one. I don't know who to talk to. There's no fucking website whatsoever. All the LA, the city website and stuff for listing testing sites does not list the Hansen Dam. You Google, DuckDuckGo, Bing, whatever, Hansen Dam, coronavirus testing site, testing site in Silmar and Lakeview Terrace in San Fernando Valley, it does not come up anywhere. So I cannot find out where to contact to get any results. I don't know what you're talking about, Anthony. Do I think I'll take it what away? Oh, do I think it'll take away from making YouTube vids? For some reason, I read that, misread that. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. But even writing does, because I'm so invested in writing. I just don't always want to make time to make a video when I'd rather be writing, because I know that's very important to me, is having screenplays written. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it will. It's definitely going to take time writing, but I'll still make videos. Stream disconnected. Horrible. Which part of, are you in California, Drake? I forget. Where do you live? Man, I wish I had a back for this thing. Eventually, I'd like to get a little collapsible chair, sit at the park once a month, probably. Yeah, I really want to go to drive-through movie, though. That would be really cool. I don't know what it's like, how, if I'll dislike the experience, I feel like, oh, I'm too, far away from the screen, the sound's not good, I don't know. But that would be a really cool experience. I'm sure I'll do it at some point, once I get this job and I'm making some money. It's hard sitting here, comfortable. I guess I'll eat the last of my sardines tonight. Though I kind of don't need to. Again, I'm trying to think, what do I eat for my, whenever I make my goal weight, and which is thinner than I'll ever have been in my life, even since I was a kid, but whenever I get, thin enough, I want to maintain that weight for 2 weeks, then I'll have a cheat meal on video. I'm thinking something like a Denny's Grand Slam or whatever, something like a breakfast meal. I don't want a ton of food. I just want something that's, a cheat meal that's not like clean eating, healthy ingredients, because I cannot eat a lot. But even then, I'm sure I'll feel like shit afterwards. I feel like shit after eating that egg salad sandwich from 7-Eleven. But I'm thinking like, because there is a Denny's close by to where I'm at McDonald's, they don't have as big meals as I want, though. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd do that. But if I'm going to do a cheat meal, I really want it to be a big cheat meal. So like either Denny's or IHOP, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like could be really interesting that I haven't thought of. Like a big shawarma meal. I don't want to eat French fries. I like French fries, but I don't feel good eating them. Whoa, someone donated $19. I don't see who yet. Anthony Flores, and you donated the other day too, didn't you? That's amazing. Thank you so much, Anthony. Wow, that helps a lot. Really, it does. $19, that's like about 7 gallons of gas, because it's about $3 a gallon. A little under 7 gallons. Or you could look at it as a bunch of sardines. Yeah, that helps a lot. They don't have Waffle House around here. Oh, thank you, Anthony. You're saying go to Denny's with that money? Well, again, yeah, thanks. I want to wait until I get to my goal weight and actually keep it for like 2 weeks. I don't just want to pig out, So really, I don't even want a cheat meal. I'll do it for a video on camera. If it's up to me, I just don't care. Like, I don't care about eating nice food. It would make me feel sick afterwards. And then I'm sure I would crave it more. And, well, some kind of bird is like clicking. But, I'm thinking like, what would be an interesting meal? And of course, I have not looked once on the Denny's menu or anywhere, but like, I don't know, like a pile of pancakes with like whipped cream on it and like strawberry syrup or something, all that kind of stuff, and bacon and eggs and hash browns or something. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. Again, appreciate it a lot. Oh, hello, Ace. But that's all right, Drake, you do what you can. But I just want something interesting, that's all. So I'm sure I'll look at the Denny's menu. Maybe I'll try and look at it tonight if I remember, along with remembering to look for wood glue for the couch at Sunspace. I didn't break it. It's been worn for I don't know how long. It's got a plank, like just a thin plank going across it under the cushions that's like split open almost halfway. And it makes it sink. If you sit at the back of it, it makes you sink into it, and you could potentially, break it all the way. I know wood glue might not be meant for that kind of repair. It's more like for sticking, a block into a peg or something, but maybe it would at least help, if people aren't putting a ton of weight on it, like if they're not slamming them. Okay, as I was saying, if they're not slamming themselves down on it, it might help because it's kind of uncomfortable when you sink down into it. So I want some wood glue. Maybe I'll just go to a dollar store tomorrow morning and get it, because I don't want to go when at night when it's busy. Maybe I'll go tonight. I don't know. The other problem is I get up so early. I gotta wait like 3 hours until the dollar store opens, because it opens at 9 o'clock. The one I want to go to, but there is one around here, around Hanson Dam, that maybe I'll see tonight if they're open. But the aisles, these are the really small ones that they have cool stuff, but they're so small, like you cannot walk down an aisle when someone else is in it, basically, or it's very uncomfortable and it's kind of rude to try. So I don't know, maybe I'll go there tonight and do it. It's a little bit of a walk and my back and legs are sore, but I can do it. Everyone just start copying and pasting Denny's breakfast menu items in the chat, please. Denny's moons over my hammy. That sounds interesting. I'd want something that's kind of visually colorful. And it doesn't have to be multicolored, but I mean like visually interesting. So, could have the pancakes, sausage. What else? What else do people have with breakfast meals? Pancakes and an omelet? That's too many calories. I don't want to eat that. I'm having sugary foods and bad foods, but I'm not trying to have... Do they have like chicken waffles? I'm not sure I've ever had that in my life, but I've heard of people having them. Hey, I'll try them once. Chicken waffles, or I don't know what other kind of breakfast there are. I can't think. I spent so much money on breakfast at this one diner in around Burbank that after I would get out of the gym back when I was working on film sets, I had a little money. I enjoyed going there, and it was nice to eat healthy meals, but it was just so much damn money. And it was nice to sit in a fucking diner like a civilized person, sit down for a meal and not eat in my car. And man, I remember this. It's weird. I look back on it with a little nostalgia now, but it was so painful. After I had my dissociative disorder relapse, I was trying to go there and eat once in a while. It was so horridly painful to sit there and eat, thinking, am I, mentally dying of this disorder? Because my mind is not here. I cannot process anything. I could not watch movies. I could not write. I could not do anything. It was horrific. And not even horrific anywhere close to the level of my time being disabled in 2012 to 13. But I remember one night, it was raining. I was desperate to be around anyone because I thought, oh, my life is ending again. Like, I've got this disorder, it's relapsing, and I'm getting delusional and stuff, and it was physically painful. And I remember going there was like one other guy there, and the server, this old lady, was talking to this guy, this older guy, and it was so miserable because it was raining, and I could barely bring myself to eat. And she was talking to him about cars, and I'm like, I can't even think about cars. My mind is so lost. But maybe I'd go back to a diner like that to support them, because they are serving takeout. Yeah, but I'm just trying to think, what would it be? Like pancakes with the butter on top, or maybe a seafood meal. I'm thinking a breakfast thing. And excuse me. But I don't know what people have with breakfast anymore at those places. I gotta like lie back. God damn my back. This is kind of gross. Get my hat. Oh, my back cracked. That was nice. Oh, that's a real sit-up. Put my head down here. Actually, with my gloves. Oh, squirrels are fighting in the tree. It's funny, they're making little squeaking noises. Maybe I should lie down on top of the bench. On the table. Yeah, I'm gonna lie down and give my back a little break. It's kind of gross seeing the bottom of the bench, but I don't care. 14 people here, that's cool. No seafood at Denny's, it will kill you. I wouldn't go to Denny's for seafood. Dakota, I thought your name was Dakota 2, as in Dakota True. I'm in Hanson Dam in the San Fernando Valley area of Los Angeles. There's a field I'm in. I'm giving my back a break. I've been doing burpees so hard it makes my back a little sore. I like sardines too, but somebody look up Denny's breakfast items and start copying and pasting the items in here. I realize their online menu, it may be a PDF. Type it out and copy and paste it. Come on, there's no excuses. So I know pancakes, I want to be in there. Oh, maybe waffles. See, that's the thing. I forgot waffles exist. So maybe a plate of waffles. Ooh, French waffles. Wait, what are they called? No, French toast. French waffles. French toast. Maybe I'll go for that with like Nutella in it, something like that. Whatever they offer. You have family in Pacoima. That's around here. Yeah, it's Angelica. Dakota True is your doggy. I hope your dog's old enough to be using YouTube. Got to be at least 13. So in dog years, whatever that works out to. Angelica. So yeah, maybe I should have waffles or French toast with like ice cream or something. How would that work? And caramel. You know, oh, I'd feel sick after that. I'd want to do 1,000 burpees after all that. But also, I heard cheat meals once in a while can boost your metabolism. Is that true? I don't know. I've heard little cheats. You know, not like a whole day of cheating, but like I've heard bodybuilders say after a big workout, if you eat a few gummy bears, it can help your body metabolize the like a supplement afterwards better. Like literally just a few gummy bears. So I don't know. What the hell do I know? I just try and eat clean. I don't mess with any of that stuff. Even that egg salad sandwich today I had from 7-Eleven makes me feel crappy. I can feel the crappy ingredients in it coursing through my body. Excuse me. Click like, everybody. Helps the video out. I'm giving my back a break because there's no backing on this bench, so my body's having trouble holding me up after I've been doing burpees with jumping squats every day now, or last 2 days. So I have moved on from just the standing squat to jumping squat because otherwise I'll be doing burpees all day and I want to get more of a workout in. I like hash browns, but I don't know if I'd include that. I want something that looks interesting on camera. Maybe, what are they called? What kind of potatoes? Like, where they're all, it's like hash browns, but it's like kind of spread out. Like fried potatoes or what? I don't know. But I'm thinking maybe a French toast meal. That sounds good. Something I'd enjoy. I haven't had French toast in a long time. Would someone look up French toast menu items at Denny's or IHOP? I'd consider that. French toast with what the hell else do they offer with that? Sausage or bacon? Do they offer other meats? What other meats are there? French toast or waffles? That'd be cool. Yeah, it'd be nice. I've never slept outside in my life. It'd be kind of nice if it wasn't for the bugs to sleep outside somewhere. Maybe in a hammock one day. And mosquito net. But yeah, Pacoima is like basically this area, I think, right? I can never figure it out. Is it Silmar? Is it Lakeview Terrace? Is it Pacoima? Is it San Fernando Valley? What is it? Thank you, somebody here, and the person who's doing it shouldn't even have to do anything because he already donated to me over $30 in the last week. 2 buttermilk pancakes, 2 eggs, 2 bacon strips, and 2 sausage links served with hash browns. That sounds too pedestrian to me. I want something that's more interesting. Either waffles. I think I moved on from pancakes. Waffles or French toast. So I wonder what they have for those two types of items. What's Arletta? But yeah, I'd want something more interesting. And don't make Anthony do it. He already donated a bunch of money. He's working for the money. Now I don't want him working for me. Sorry, I put you on the spot, Anthony. I should have said when I asked people to look up Denny's meals, breakfast meals, that Anthony does not need to look them up. Now my arm's getting tired from holding this up. Going for 2 hours. I've had to keep the screen bright. Normally, I wouldn't use up so much of the phone battery, but if I don't have it really bright, I can't see because the sun is just right angle where it's too bright. So I'm down to 61%, but that's fine on my phone. I don't care. it'd be nice to pay off all my devices on my phone bill as well. That'd be another thing. Get some new t-shirts too. I've had a bunch of t-shirts tear up like this. This one's nearing the end of its life. Sometimes I'll tear them by accident when I'm taking them off after I shower, and you know, I wash my shirt while I'm wearing it. I've done that once or twice. I'm gonna have to look up these Denny's menu items myself, aren't I? Don't I do enough? Maybe I should go. Oh, I don't know. Nah, if that dollar store is gonna be open by the time I go back. But the one I like going to, uh, if I go and see if they're open to see if I can get wood glue. What the hell? My hair flat on top. It's huge on the side. It won't get bigger up here. Fuck. How do I keep this phone? Maybe I can set it on the table and tilt it. I have it on my little mini tripod. Will this work? Good enough. There you go. Thank you, Drake. All right, somebody's on the ball now. French toast slam. That sounds like it. And you even got the registered whatever logo thing, trademark. Served with eggs, bacon strips, and sausage links. There we go. Now we're talking. Holy crap, now a bunch of birds. I don't want to get shit on. A bunch of birds are flying overhead. I seriously don't want to get shit. Okay, they're gone. Thank you, Drake. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with grease. So that sounds good. I don't know what my other options. Did they have any other French toast options, like as far as banana flavored French toast, banana stuffed, whipped cream stuffed, Nutella, strawberry? What do they have? Blueberry, caramel. That'll be interesting. All that stuff on there. Either that or I'll just have a big shawarma sandwich. I went to this place in Burbank that was really cool. I was actually looking for a pho meal at one point, that Vietnamese soup, and I went there a few months ago and it was closed. But in the same shopping center, they had a shawarma place. I'm like, well, I'm damn hungry. I'll get this. It was really good. It was like a chicken, lettuce, tomato, onion wrap that was excellent. And maybe I'd do that too. I don't know, but I don't know when the last time I've had any kind of like sweet, like indulgent breakfast meal is. So that'd be interesting, I think, to have on camera too. Have it all laid out. Then I'll do like, oh, actually, I should. After I eat it, I should do a bunch of burpees on camera and count. I don't know how many I'd want to do. Maybe 100. There we go. Now we're talking. Katie, KTY Thumb. Yes, pumpkin pecan pancake meal. Well, now we've got two major contenders. Now we got the French toast slam and the pecan pancake. Wait a minute, another one. Katie now is on the ball. Cinnamon roll pancake breakfast. That I didn't even know existed. I wasn't even aware this existed. So that's amazing. Three options. I don't know. Now I'm leaning towards. I don't know. They all sound good. Pumpkin pecan pancake meal, cinnamon. I'm gonna have to eat it in my car. Actually, I could eat it on a bench at a park, but I think I want to eat it in my car so bugs don't come around. Because flies will be all over that. Um, yeah, that sounds great. Uh, Cinnamon roll pancake breakfast. I don't even know. Now I need pictures, but I know you can't put pictures in chat. So I'll have to look up these menu items and see what's going on. Yes, thank you, KTY. Thank you, or Katie, I guess. Thank you, Drake. Do they have any other French toast meals though? You put down the French toast slam, but is that it for the French toast? The pancakes, they have multiple options. And I wonder if they have grits. I don't want to add. No, I don't want to add that on. There's too many calories. I'll feel like shit. But afterwards, I'll see. Maybe I'll probably. I'm sure I'll be able to do it by then. I can do it now. It just take me a little while. Do 100 burpees afterward. So, or wait a minute. Does it make more sense to do the burpees before? Doesn't really matter, right? And actually afterwards it might be a little worse because your body's using up energy to metabolize the food and you want that energy for your muscles. So maybe you should, even though I heard a big meal after working out isn't good either, but maybe I should do the burpees beforehand, right? And then do the big meal. Who cares? I'll do it either way. But I'll do 100 burpees and I'll do the pancake meal. Not push-ups, the whole burpee, the squat in there with the push-up. I might fall asleep here by accident. Oh, so comfortable. They don't have any other French toast meals? Oh, this does not bode well for Denny's. I'm going to have to look at what IHOP has. See if they have other French toast. Oh, wait, what about waffles? Do they have any waffle breakfasts? Because those, they might have, different options. This is so nice for my back. But those pancake breakfasts and the French toast, who am I kidding? It all sounds good. French toast slam. French toast slam or cinnamon pancakes or pumpkin pecan, whatever. What was that? Oh, pumpkin pecan stream cut out again. I'm betting those pumpkin pancakes, I don't know. I just wonder how much flavor can they really have. French toast. Oh, IHOP. Thank you, Drake. Okay, let me sit up. Oh, my back, the back of my rib cage. It hurts. Let's read this. Stuffed French toast. This is a whole different game now. At IHOP. 2 thick cut. Thank you, Drake, for looking this up. I think we have a winner. 2 thick cut cinnamon raisin bread triangles stuffed with cream filling. Oh my goodness, that's so many calories. Topped with choice of strawberry vanilla or glazed strawberries. Strawberry vanilla for me. So there you go. I think I'm doing that. That sounds incredible. I know I'm gonna feel sick with like a sugar high and stuff afterwards, but I know I'm not gonna feel good, but yeah, that sounds really good. I think I'm gonna go for that. Go all out. the stuffed French toast, cinnamon raisin French toast with strawberry vanilla. It's amazing. And what? Oh, it's vanilla that's strawberry flavored, as opposed to just the strawberries that are glazed. Wow. And I don't really need anything that's sweet. I don't particularly enjoy it much because I know I'll feel crappy afterward. But that does sound pretty good. All right, so we have a #1 contender. I don't know what could possibly top that. Unless it's like French toast stuffed inside another ingredient, like you know how you have. I went to this buffet once that had like a lobster stuffed with something. I think, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was insane. Crepes, those are good too, or crepes. Yeah, I haven't had those in many years. I think I may have had those last time in 2010 or 11. But again, this is after I lose at least another 35 pounds. I know that. So we'll see. What time is it? 6:30. I still got time before I want to go check if that dollar store is open. See if I can get wood glue to patch up that couch at Sunspace. And then I won't be by Sunspace so much if I get this job, because I'll be working full time probably in downtown LA. So that's at least like a 15-20 mile drive from the region, the Burbank area. But as far as the money goes, I cannot wait to start this job because I need that money so much. Really, my biggest concern right now is just making sure I have money. I guess I'm pretty sure I'll have it, but before next month, so I can pay for my next 6 months of my mailbox. I do not want to lose my mailbox because then I'd have to. Hopefully, no one else would rent it, and then I'd get the money to rent it again. But I wouldn't want to lose it and then have to change all my documents and everything, and not documents, just my like car, whatever information, insurance, bank, all that stuff. And I don't even know if there's stuff that would go there that I can't change that would still go to that mail. My mom's doing well. She's applied for a second job and she's waiting to hear back, but she's working just a few days a week, not 5 days a week at her school, where she because the cafeteria is closed, they're just giving out food to families, but she's still being paid like a full-time employee. It's a public school, so that's great, and she's doing all right overall. She's looking forward to the new Borat movie. I told her there's a sequel to Borat that Sacha Baron Cohen secretly filmed. She loves him. She thinks he's hilarious. She loved Borat. She loved This Is America, which we saw several clips from, sketches from. I couldn't believe that. I was like, how does Sacha Baron Cohen not like lose his nerve and just crack the hell up when he does that stuff? I would be so stressed and worried about laughing. Like I could not make it through it. I mean, if you have that, that's like superhuman to me, that ability to not laugh and just be in the moment. Like, it's impossible for me. I don't get how actors do it. Especially like Saturday Night Live, like, or even sketch comedy in general. Like, how do you avoid cracking up? Like, how do you have that level of self-control where you're being serious, but it's such a funny situation? On Saturday Night Live, the only people I know of that I've heard never really cracked, not even a little bit, because I've seen Kenan Thompson crack a little bit, were Will Forte, Bill Parnell. People forget about Bill Parnell. He was hilarious on Saturday Night Live. I think Daryl Hammond as well. I think he may have even said he never cracked. And then older cast members from years past, I think didn't. But I don't know what the name of the new Borat movie is. but I'm very interested in it. I don't see how it can top the first one. How do you do that? And especially because now so many people know who Borat is. I know there's lots of people who don't know, but I mean, it just changes the dynamic somewhat. And there's no release date, so it could be a while off. It'd be nice to see it in theaters, though. Although with the theater going experience and the money it costs, I'd be glad to get a home theater set up as well. But I do like seeing it with audiences, respectful audiences. I cannot fucking tolerate talking, pulling out your phone, having lights blinking on your phone. Like some people when they get text or they have a light that flashes. Those assholes. I sat next to a dad like that in a Riff Tracks movie, a live Riff Tracks once. So yeah, people are just ignorant and selfish. Traffic's still going to be kind of heavy if I, not that heavy, but I don't know. Maybe I should start heading back to Burbank and go to that dollar store, see if they have wood glue. Eat my sardines. I'm not going to eat anything else tonight. Just sardines. Really, in a way, I don't even need to eat that. I'm not sure I will. Still got 10 people here, though. I guess I'll keep going for a little while. The sun's still up. My legs are worn out, or I'd walk around. Holy shit! Look at that! You see it? A big falcon. It like attacked a bird. It went up in the trees or something. I don't know if anybody could see that behind me. I only noticed out the corner of my eye. I didn't see it on the camera. That was crazy. How much longer can my hair get? It's not even that long yet. Late 2021 we'll be back to normal. Maybe that's how long it'll take, and that'll be a long time. But it's too bad. We could have had this under control already. So many problems, not just the pandemic, but so many things, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't go to movies, even though some theaters are opening with limited capacity. I wouldn't risk it. Why bother? Yes, I love going to movies. I miss going, absolutely. I would love to go to theaters again, even see plays too. I only saw one play while I was in LA. It was really cool. It was good. I don't even remember the name of it now. A small playhouse in Burbank. But yeah, I wouldn't feel safe doing it. Why take the risk with your life and other people's lives? And just constant misery if you get really sick and stay sick for months, you know. 11 people here. Cool. Click like, everybody. Helps the channel survive. Helps me keep going because this is like a job for me. And hopefully I do get a job very soon. They say this sanitation job will start in a week or two. I'm hoping it's a week because I need that money sooner. I wish I'd like to be writing all the time, but I'm not making money doing that, not yet at least. So I need to work, and once I have some money coming in, it'll be such a big relief. Even though I'll be spending a lot of it on gas and probably parking and food. Pickle Boy, yeah, we still talk sometimes. We don't have like regular conversations a lot, but we message each other sometimes. And I still watch his videos a lot. So, you know, I keep up on what he's putting out there at least. I know Mia is starting to, you know, grow a little bit. She's able to crawl backwards. Bridget posted that. I think she said a word like she could say mama now. Some bowling alleys are shut down for good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of places are not going back in business. A lot of places have shut down or are going to face shutting down. It's really unfortunate. Sunspace, thank goodness it's still around. Who knows how long it will be, though? Because who knows how long this thing will last? I mean, it's been 6 months now. Let's see. It started in here. The shutdown started in L.A. and then California was shortly afterwards, in the middle of March, like March 15th. So March to April, marzo a abril, mes, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre. Okay, video cut out again. Septiembre, and actually today is the 15th of September. Hoy es el 15 de septiembre. So it's been exactly about 6 months today since the shutdown in LA, and we're still, you know, no end in sight. So I don't know, you know, how, I mean, and the second wave is yet to come, and that's supposed to be worse than the first one. And there's still no real support for people, you know, to be able to avoid going to work, to avoid risking exposure, to have protections for staying home from work and not getting fired, for not, you know, tenants protection so they can skip rent payments, so they can stop paying rent and not go out on the street. None of that. Not a lot's being prioritized well, or it's being prioritized well, but you know, to the benefit of rich people, taking money from poor people. Hey, Mountain Grown, and so I don't see how this could end within another 6 months. Yeah, LA County Health Department. I'm sure they're, you know, trying to help. It's just that they're not getting the resources they need. It's ridiculous. Weird smell out here now. I don't know what that is. No, I haven't gone to a doctor yet. I should at some point get a physical. I will. Because I have Medi-Cal now, so that's free health insurance. As long as I make under $17,000 a year, I can still get it. So I should take advantage of that before the day comes when I make more. I'm not going to make more at this job because it's only 6 months. It's not going to be over 17,000, not even close. But yeah, I do want a physical at some point. Just, you know, get cleared, hopefully, or you know, if I have anything, catch it early, hopefully. But I don't have anything. And I also just want to lose weight. Main thing for me I'm worried about is my cholesterol. I'm eating very healthy, but you know, there were stretches of time where I wasn't eating so great, lots of protein bars and stuff out, you know, while I've been living in my car, and I want to make sure, you know, my cholesterol is good and I'm not creating permanent heart damage and vascular damage. So, but stuff that's really good for cholesterol, one, vegetables, but oatmeal is great for it, and almonds. And I've been eating oatmeal almost every day since I've been homeless. For a while I was eating those McDonald's ones. I didn't realize how much sugar was in them. But I realized how to make my own oatmeal, just water in my thermos. So, with the oatmeal. So I'm eating that every day, pretty much every single day, along with either, you know, chicken teriyaki bowls, which are pretty healthy, or either chicken salad, potatoes now, and almonds. I've been getting those with my food stamps because I can't really afford them. And almonds are really great for cholesterol, so I'm really glad to eat those. Santa Clarita is going to make their own health department and move away from LA County Health Department. Let's see. Click like, everybody, helps the video out. We're going on 2.5 hours almost now. And I'm Angelo, homeless filmmaker in LA. Thank you, Jeannie. Yeah, like to be filming my mom, but she would have liked to come here last summer, but I think we just delayed a lot. I'm not sure if she really had the money to, if we could have worked it out. Maybe we could have, but with the pandemic, that made it, so, we both didn't think it was safe to travel here. And also there's, yeah, you can see a lot here still, but it's not the same as being able to, actually go around and be safe and everything. And yeah, it's just not as fun. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, when your dad ate oatmeal and garlic, cut down the cholesterol. Yeah, and that's what happened with me years ago with a doctor. He said my cholesterol was high, and it was really high. I started eating healthy, and I got it lower. It went up a little bit, and then another time he wanted to put me on cholesterol meds. That damn guy, he just wanted to push him on me. I'm like, no, give me a chance. Then I was able to get it way down consistently, and it was with oatmeal, almonds, and I was eating a lot of fish, and mainly sardines, and bell peppers. I was eating bell peppers every day. So yeah, that stuff helps a lot. But yeah, oatmeal is like a superfood, and almonds too. They help a lot with cholesterol. They're very high calories, so you don't want to eat a lot of them, but they're very good for cholesterol. Something about, all the fiber in them and stuff, or, it gets the cholesterol out of the blood. So really important to eat healthy. Don't take your health for granted, because later on, then it really starts kicking in where, you have chronic health problems. Potentially. Yeah, I know some people are lucky and whatever, You hear about people who smoke till they're 105 years old or something, but yeah, those are lucky people. You don't want to be lucky. You want to be you want to plan for health. Again, click like, everybody, helps the channel out. Hoping very soon I get to start this job, even though I would like to continue just keep writing all day. I will still write a lot, but it's going to have to wait till evenings and weekends, because I really need this money soon. Once money comes in, it makes a big difference. And I've been lucky to be without a steady job for over a year now, just working on movie sets and making YouTube videos. Yeah, no cheese. Try and cut out processed stuff. I do have protein drinks from the grocery store or 7-Eleven, but low sugar ones, even though I'm not sure how natural or whatever all that ingredients in there are. But other than that, I just try and keep it all whole foods, clean foods. I have potatoes, I have sardines. Sardines are good for your cholesterol as well. Peanut butter. Egg salad sandwiches, not good for your cholesterol. And those tuna sandwiches with all that cream in them, not good. I mean, it's not going to make a dramatic difference, a couple times or one time, but as long as, your steady diet is healthy stuff like oatmeal, almonds, vegetables, I mean, I got to cook my vegetables, though. I was eating raw vegetables for a few days last week. Man, it wasn't exactly diarrhea, but it was kind of like, it was so bad. My stomach was so bloated, I can't handle it. I got to cook them. But I can't really cook them in the air fryer. I can cook carrots all right, but broccoli, it would burn to a crisp, and it's also too messy and stuff. So potatoes are perfect. Rousette potatoes in that air fryer. I have aluminum foil. I put down the potato, cook it for an hour, take it out. I don't have to clean anything. There's no mess. And I just clean the plate when I'm done. And I just do that with a wet paper towel. I don't run it down the sink, because that's not a kitchen sink at Sunspace. It's not there's no garbage disposal, so it's going to get clogged up. I just take a wet paper towel. I always need to wipe everything down Once everything's wiped off the plate and the fork and knife, then I just rinse it off and dry it. But so that's great. That makes cleanup and preparation a lot easier. Oh, and onions. Onions are really good too, but I gotta cook those as well, and cooking them in the air fryer is kind of a pain, because the outer layer gets burned to a cinder, inner layer is just barely warm, so, you know, it's healthy. I would still eat it, but I'm just tired of doing it, so I'm not making any more onions in there. Spinach, you know, greens, all that stuff's good. But definitely fish as well. Again, click like, everyone, I ask you, so the videos get shared more by YouTube. That's how the algorithm works, because this is a part-time job for me. Sometime too, I would like get a new laptop, which would easily be $3,000 or $4,000. That's really powerful, and upgrade my Vegas editing software and stuff, and either, you know, edit my own videos, or at least someday edit my own movies. But I know Adobe Premiere is really kind of the standard, and increasingly lately DaVinci Resolve. But I would like to upgrade my computer and video editing software, and I got to learn more stuff on it, especially I haven't had much practice with 4K footage, to be able to edit that and do coloring. Coloring's something I don't really have much knowledge of, except for the color curves and color wheels in Vegas, which is super simple. Magic's Vegas editing software. But like DaVinci Resolve, it gets much more complex, and that's what professional films will color with, in TV shows, along with a few other programs. I can't remember what they're called. One is Light something, Light Struck or something, I can't remember. No, I'm not cooking chicken anymore in the air fryer, at least not at Sunspace, because it's too messy. Even in the trash it smells, and I gotta go buy it that day and, you know, bring it over to Sunspace. I just don't like doing that, and I have to get it from the food bank. At the grocery store, it's too expensive, and I can't refrigerate it. If I had a home, yeah, I might get more, but I'd also be glad to just be vegetarian if I felt I could eat well enough that way, which you can. But one thing for me that I do eat is fish. So I eat sardines at least, and fish is really healthy in general. Certain fish are not. Swordfish, I heard, it's got a ton of mercury. So basically they said, like, don't eat more than once a month, and if you're pregnant or have immune problems or a young child or old or whatever, you shouldn't eat it at all. So that's wild how much mercury is in that. A few other types of fish as well, but rockfish and salmon are really good. Although I heard certain types of salmon have lots of poison and mercury in them too, so it's wild. You know, what fish can damage your health. But no, I'm not cooking fish either, because it smells the hell up in Sunspace. So I did it a few times. There's no avoiding it. You can have the doors open for hours and it still smells. So I stopped doing that. So just potatoes. And even then I cook it by the door with the door open. And I'll, you know, leave the door open for a few hours afterwards. But potatoes don't smell very much. So yeah, sweet potatoes too. I want to get those whenever I get a home again. I'm not doing them now because you can't really eat the skin of sweet potatoes. They're way too hard, and they flake off and stuff, and it's not enjoyable. On the russet potatoes, like the, you know, the yellow potatoes, you can eat the skin and it's fine. It's easy and it's healthy. So that eliminates the cleanup, you know, too. So yeah, I'm just trying to eat healthy and make sure I'm losing weight and keeping my cholesterol down and all that, and eating enough too. Alaskan halibut is good. I'm not sure I've had that, or if I have, it's been a long time. My roommate in Annandale, Jackson, who I still talk to, he would make these really good. I forget what fish he would use though. Yeah, I can't remember, but he would put a lot of preparation into it. He was a good cook. He would make these big pots of like a Jamaican fish stew, and he would let me have it anytime, and tried not to abuse that because it was good cooking, man, it was good. And he was always in excellent shape too. I'm like, how the hell's he do it? And I know Jackson, sometimes he watches these. So Jackson, if you're watching, hey, you make great food. But yeah, I forget what fish he would put in there. And it was a kind where it was a lot of bone in it. He would get it from the grocery store, like Grand New Market, which was like ethnic, like they had like African ingredients as well as Arab there, I think. And he would get fish from there kind of cheap. The parking and stuff was always a nightmare, but I would drive him there sometimes and pick up food from there. But it was really cool. And yeah, fish is good, but yeah, I'd be glad to just make, and also it's less messy to cook and stuff. So I'd be glad to just be vegetarian, as long as I, can get enough protein, because that's one good thing fish is really good for. I used to eat sushi more at the food bank. They would get it there cheap, little packs of it. That's expensive at the grocery store, but they stopped getting those in. And you got to be careful with sushi too, the expiration. But I never had any problems eating it from the food bank, though. It was pretty good, and they had a little variety of it sometimes. It was the kind that they would have at Ralph's, and Ralph's would donate there. But yeah, I'd be glad to be just vegetarian, because really it's just easier prep for the food. That's a big thing. I hate how slimy and messy chicken and fish are, and the cleanup and the smell and everything. I'd be glad to just have vegetables all the time, and fruits. That's fine with me. And tofu and soy, quinoa, no problem there. French toast. Although you got to have something instead of eggs if you're going to eat vegetarian or vegan, I guess. But I don't think I would go full vegan, just pure laziness, I guess. I haven't had honey in a long time, but I do appreciate honey once in a while. I'm going to get up, go to the porta potty again. And I can practically taste that butter in my mouth that goes on the pancakes at, IHOP or Denny's now. I don't know, it'd be nice if things turned around and got better, you know, and people are able to have better quality of life and not worry about this damn pandemic. But what am I putting this on? I don't need my hoodie on now. The sun's going down. I wear my hoodie to protect my neck from the sun and the sides of my face. Don't need it now. Same with my gloves. I'll still wear them, but just to it's like a little security on my hands, Yeah, that's nice. Wow. And the sky is pretty gray from the smoke. It's sort of hard to tell because the sun's also going down, but it's gray. You could definitely see it cast over the mountains. It was horrible around Burbank the last few days. You go on my community page, you can see the posts I make, pictures of the ash that landed on my car. What am I doing holding this like this? I guess I'm going to start heading back to Burbank and see if I can get to the dollar store, get some wood glue for that couch at Sunspace. I don't know how well it'll work in this configuration, but why not? Spend a few bucks given back to a place that has given way more than a few bucks in terms of support for me. Nice to walk on firm ground Walking on the dirt, it's like all uneven, kind of hard on my legs and back. Food bank sushi's not bad, but yeah, it's a little bit. All right, I'm gonna mute the microphone. Yeah, food bank saved my life out here for real. That's not an exaggeration. Couldn't afford to live without it. And I'm not going to fill up my water bottle now. I want to let it, to drink it and let it go, because now I'm heading to an area where I won't have porta potties. And when I have to go to the bathroom, I'm going to want a water bottle ready to go, loaded up. It's too bad. I would like to be around here a while. I could hang out here a lot. But better to try and catch that dollar store now than wait around in the morning. It opens at 9. I get up at 4:30. At some point, I think I'm going to start getting up at 4, though, because every few months I realize, I'm not getting up early enough to get everything I want done before, there's people around stressing me out. But a lot of stuff isn't open. I get a view of where I am. At some point, too, I don't really want to spend money on this, but I would like to get a nicer phone with a good camera. This is the cheapest phone I could get, an LG Stylo 5. When my Samsung Galaxy completely broke, won't even charge. After a year, now I'm still paying it off. I don't know how many hundreds of dollars I still owe on that phone. But it's not really crucial, is it? Nobody cares that much, but I want a better camera on my phone. However, I'm not going to get a phone anytime soon. I'd almost care how much money I had. I'd almost rather, give that money to someone else to get a phone or donate it somewhere. Incredible place. A lot of times I've spent here at Hansen Dam. Nice, check this out. People over profit. There you go, someone get a screenshot of that. Little protest at Hansen Dam. Hey, I'm there with you. Wow, my leg muscles are sore. My calves in particular. Damn hair in my face. Walking's great exercise too. If you got nothing else to do, just walk in place. That's what I was doing at Sunspace the other day when I'm like, oh, I'm too worn out for burpees. Just walking place, I was working out my calves. There's the testing site behind me. You see the trailers back there. The Trump virus testing site. There's the little valley that I was hanging out in, real small valley. It's nice to walk around without as big a stomach. But I still want to lose at least 35 pounds, I think. Maybe 40 pounds still, I don't know. I've never been below 159 as an adult, lowest weight I've ever been, and I knew even then I probably could have lost at least another 10 pounds. I'm walking this way, I can take a shortcut. No, I don't. Well, I don't think they're sleeping in the trailers. That's the. I almost said the testing site, the Trump virus testing site. What are all these barrels doing here? So there's all kinds of like tents there as well. It was really quick when I got tested. It's just they never sent me the results. So it was at least a neat demonstration. And the test was not painful. They did not stick it up my nose. They gave it to me to administer to myself. I just swab it around my mouth. That's it. And it was like you put it in your mouth for 20 seconds, make sure you get it on your cheeks and under your tongue or something. That's it. So it was not painful. Not even uncomfortable. It was just a Q-tip that I put in my own mouth. They didn't even, deal with it. I did it all in my car. They just passed it through the window. Look at this field. You can see the smoke. That is not fog, that is smoke up in front of the mountains. Like I said, this is an amazing area, LA. I love it here, even for all its problems. And I know my mom would really like to be out here to see what it's like, because now she knows how much I like it. Whereas before she was, scared of me even going to LA. Oh, now my right knee's hurting a little. Alright, good. Be heading out of here. Little, looks like a 2005 Toyota Scion. That's the type of Scion, or maybe it looked a little different year, different model, but really small, boxy type. They're all boxy, pretty much. There are a few Scion sedans, but really almost like a little takeout hamburger box. I used to make fun of my friend who had it. He was the special friend I talked about in a long video where I said he threatened to sue me. And he had that car. Really nice car. I like it a lot. I like the look of Scions, the design of them. Someday I'd like to have one as like my little fun car to go around the city, because the Camry, it looks too much like an old, an old person's car. If I had a second car, I would like a Toyota Scion. You know, a little hatchback. Watch out for the shit. More shit. Been going to bed at 8 o'clock. That's good, Drake. You see the smoke at Santa Clarita? There's a lot of smoke around. Go. See, it's all closed. Salida únicamente. Exit only. Gonna head for that dollar store. I gotta remember try and look for wood glue. Oh, I don't know if they're still open. They might have closed at 7, 6, I'm not sure. I'll stop by and see. I can't even remember the name. Mega Dollar, Ultra Dollar. Hopefully there aren't too many people inside because that gets really annoying. Whoa. And I gotta go in the unlock the passenger door to my car because the driver's door lock, it's too jammed up. Can't stick my key in. It's gonna keep scraping away at my key, make it hard to turn the ignition. So, all right, here we go. All right, everybody, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.